What up, YouTube? Before we start the video, we got a very important announcement for you.
That's right, we have our new milestone giveaway for 2,000 subscribers. That is a CGC 9.8 graded Thor #1. This cover is a Nick Klein sketch variant that is also signed by Donnie Cates.
What? Are you crazy? Yes, we are. When we hit 2,000 subs, we're giving away this bad boy. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and give us a like. It would be much appreciated because we want to give this away, but we only can do that when we hit 2,000 subs. Let's get to the video. What up, comic fam? It's your boy Jim, and I've got a fresh new comic book day video for you for the week of November 13th, and it's a nice one. It's got some good ones in it. Not as hefty as last week, and I know we missed our show last week. We had some things that came up, and would have loved to review those books live with Nate, but we just couldn't make it work. But anyway, we're here for this new comic book day for the 13th. We're going to get into our independence, and first up with Boom Studios, we have Wynd, The Power of the Blood, issue #1 from James Tynion. It's back. It's been gone forever. I don't even know how long it has been, but it's been a while since we've had a Wynd book, so I'm sure Nate is incredibly excited for this. I know I am. Just to get back into the Wynd universe, get back into James Tynion's world of Wynd, and really dive into what looks like a very dark arc for Wynd. I think we're going to get a lot of mythos. I think we're going to get a lot of like Empire Strike Backs vibes. I'm excited. I will even say potential pick of the week. I know we're just starting off the show, but you can't count Tiny Onion out, especially when he's got one of his indies coming out. So be very interested to see where this goes. All right, next up from Dynamite, we have David Papos, friend of the show, Space Ghost, issue #7. Also looking forward to this book. This book has been a gem. It's been so much fun to have on the show, especially it's just been good. It's really fun to see such a classic character like Space Ghost being brought into the modern age of comics. And, you know, obviously it's a much more enjoyable for me and Nate now because of our connection with David and him being on the show and him explaining to us how he got into the book and what he has in mind for the book, the goals that he's trying to achieve. And yeah, I absolutely love it. I love this cover. This cover is so cool. Yeah, I cannot wait to read this. All right, jumping over to Image, we have Transformers issue #14. We have Jason Howard on the book. I believe he was on the last book. Let me double check that. Yeah, we still have Jason Howard on the book. You know, the last issue we dealt with Starscream and kind of getting his past and how he all fits into this, you know, Energon universe and how it's all going to work. I'm sure we're jumping back into our current day predicament, which is, you know, Optimus shut Cybertron off from the Earth. There was a portal connecting it to Earth and trying for it to consume Earth. It got crazy. So I'm sure we're going to deal with the ramifications of that. I think Alita 1, she'll probably be in the mix and her feeling betrayed. I don't know. It's going to get nuts. Dylan Warren Johnson's just cooking on this book. And yeah, can't wait to see what happens. All right, jumping over to DC, it's going to kick off with an Absolute book. And we got Absolute Batman issue #2. Also a potential pick of the week. I'm in love with the Absolute line. I know we didn't review Absolute Superman, but I was digging what was going on over there. It was a little bit of a different take, which obviously all these Absolute books are. But Absolute Batman is probably #2. If I had to do like a top, you know, the 1, 2, 3 of Absolute books right now, it would be Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman. And that's not a knock. Like, they're all great. It's such a refreshing take to really do something new, and I'm digging it. I can't wait to see where Snyder takes it next. I think we're going to continue to get these crazy outlandish scenarios with Batman and all the characters that we know and love. All right, after that, we have Green Lantern issue #17. I can't even remember what was going on in the last issue. You know, I'm here for it. I'm along for the ride. I don't know for how long. You know, I have stated in other videos that I think the Absolute line is probably where my DC reading is going to be, or at least heavily. That's not to say that Green Lantern doesn't survive that kind of purge of DC comics. We've got, you know, the planet, the Green Lantern planet kind of going off the rails. I don't know. I don't remember what happened in this book, so I'm going to have to do a refresher. It's kind of a wait and see scenario for Green Lantern at the moment. Hey, I'm interrupting the video. It's only because I've got something really important to tell you. I know you know what we're giving away when we hit 2,000 subscribers. I gotta let you know about what we're giving away when we hit 1,250 subscribers. We're giving away this Uncanny X-Men #1 signed by Jim Chung, CGC grade 9.8. When we hit 1,250 subscribers, you could potentially win this, but you have to be subscribed to our channel. So hit that sub button, ring that bell, and give us a like. Let's get back to the video, shall we? All right, jumping over to Marvel, we got Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 61. The 8 Deaths of Spider-Man kicks off here. Spider-Man has not been on the show for a good while. I'm not even sure if I'm actually going to pick this up. I'm putting it on here as a game day decision. It is Ed McGuinness on the artwork. We'll wait and see. I don't quite know. Like, I am intrigued by the storyline, but I've been burned by Spider-Man, especially the main title. It just doesn't. It reels me in, and then immediately I get kicked out because it just gets kind of corny or it gets too gimmicky. And this is a whole thing with the 8 Deaths of Spider-Man. We got Doom messing around with Spidey. So yeah, it's a game time decision for me. Let me know down in the comments. Are you picking this up today? Are you excited for it? Am I blowing this out of proportion? Should I just say screw it and pick it up anyway? Let me know, because this video comes out today and I can read your comments before I go to the shop tomorrow. All right, after that, the rest of the new comic book day video is laced with X-Men. We have NYX issue number 5 from Kelly and Lansing. I really enjoyed issue 4 with the whole betrayal and with the Cuckoo sisters actually manipulating this one sister who kind of knew that she was doing the wrong thing, but it definitely feels like she's feeling some remorse and wants to help out the NYX. I'm digging this run. It's not I don't believe it's as impactful as Uncanny or the current X-Men line, but I think it's doing something that's enjoyable. I believe that there are aspects to the book that are slice of life-esque. We focus in on an individual within the NYX comics in every issue, so it's obvious that we're going with the Cuckoo sisters here. I'm looking forward to it, but I don't. I think if I were to frame it into significance within the X line, it's between like slightly significant and just silly use time. That's how I would look at the book itself. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I am enjoying the book, so I can't wait to read it. All right, after that, we have Psylocke, issue number 1 from Melissa Wong. I've read the solicitation for this book. The solicitation basically is there are other missions that the X-Men can't really deal with because they're so heinous. They're so just ridiculous and over the top and quite gruesome that Psylocke's got to go on her own and do her own thing. This definitely pushes into the realm of how does this book exist while she still exists in the X-Men line. I'm going to care to say I don't care at this point because I like Psylocke. I like Alyssa Wong. I loved what she did on the Deadpool run. Not so much in the Captain Marvel, but her Deadpool run was amazing. It's a new number 1. I can't wait to read it. It's got a favorite character of mine, Psylocke. Maybe we build some tension between Psylocke and Cyclops in the main X-Men line where she's kind of questioning where the X-Men are going. I don't know. Or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe the X-Men team is questioning Psylocke's motives and her deadliness because she is an assassin. That's what she is. So yeah, looking forward to this book very much. And I would not be surprised if it starts creeping into pick of the week territory because it is Alyssa Wong. All right, after that, we have Ultimate X-Men issue number 9 from Peach Momoko. Also love this book. It looks like we're starting to creep into getting some more answers of what the X-Men really are in the Ultimate line of comics, which is insane to say because this book feels so out by itself. It doesn't feel connected to the Ultimate line whatsoever, and I don't think that's a problem. Reading in the solicitations, it looks like we might actually get some answers to how these X-Men within the Ultimate line, within what Peach has built, actually where they fit within the Ultimate line. Is it going to be this massive drop? No, I don't think so. I think it's going to be a very subtle hint to the Ultimate Universe because that's just how Peach writes. I mean, she is doing her own thing. And I'm sure she's just kind of sprinkling in things that she's being told that, hey, this is how it fits into the narrative and how you're going to fit into it ultimately when we get to whatever we're getting to when it comes to the Ultimate line of comics at Marvel. So yeah, looking forward to it. I know it's going to be fantastic and I can't wait to read it. Like all my other books that I've said throughout this show. All right, the show's going to end with an X-Men book, The Uncanny X-Men issue number 5. It's about to go down. This is the last issue before we get into this little versus between titles with Uncanny X-Men and McKay's X-Men, and I'm here for it. This has been, in my opinion, the main X-Men book for the X line. Not to say that McKay isn't doing amazing and really cool things over there. I think his book is clearly starting to morph into the main title, but I think Uncanny has been doing a lot of the heavy lifting of just feeling more like I wouldn't even say a classic X-Men book. It just feels more adventurous. It feels more genuine. And I know that's a weird thing to say, because like I do like McKay's X-Men. It's just doing something different. Whereas Uncanny, this feels, I wouldn't even say it feels familiar, but there is a sense of familiarity within the Uncanny book from Simone. Like I don't know how else to say it, but Rogue's in trouble. They got to go get her. Gambit's going to go find his girl. I'm here for it. Also, the artwork has been fantastic. I don't know if it's the same artist. If it's not, I'm sure it'll be great, but love this book. Can't wait to read it. All right, that's going to do it for this week's new comic day video for the week of November 13th. Let us know down in the comments, what are you picking up today? What are you reading first? And what's your potential pick of the week? Let us know. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and give us a like. It'd be much appreciated, as we're on the road to 1,250 subscribers, but we can't do it without your help. So if you're not already subscribed, make sure to hit that sub button. Also, be on the lookout for the 3rd episode of Secret Origin, where I sit down with my mentor and, more importantly, friend, Chris Luby, who has got a new channel called Chris Collects, where he talks about all the things that he collects, including comic books, action figures, VHS types, trading cards, you name it. Chris has got it all. So can't wait for y'all to see that. It drops tomorrow, Wednesday, November 13th at 7 o'clock in the morning, Central Standard Time. And it's a really fun discussion. And yeah, after you get done watching it, make sure to go subscribe to Chris Collects, or Chris's channel, because he's awesome, and I think you would love his content. All right, comic fam, you know the drill. We will catch you guys live this Sunday, 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, where we'll talk about all these books and more. And it may just be me. It might be me and Nate. Who knows? I mean, things have just been kind of wonky this week, but there will be a live show this Sunday outside of some catastrophic event. There will be a live show, so we'll catch you guys this Sunday. As always, comic fam, be kind to one another and read more comics. Later.